You've been awake for 40 minutes. You know you should stop. You're lying down, not comfortable. You're in that position of someone who gave up finding a good one. The pillow is warm on the side it was, so you flipped it. Your phone is in your hand, brightness at the maximum you'd tolerate in a dark room. You know you should stop. Not instinct, certainty. Your body has been sending clear signals for 40 minutes. Eyes burning, neck locked. You yawned in the middle of a sentence you were reading and didn't even go back to the beginning. And still, you scroll down. Not out of curiosity, not because the content is good, out of stubbornness, out of something that feels vaguely like anger. You do this almost every night. Everyone does. And everyone thinks they know why. On the surface, it looks like laziness, screen addiction. I just get lost in the scroll. If that were all it was, you wouldn't have that specific passive-aggressive pleasure when you dismiss your own bedtime notification. You wouldn't have that strange feeling, almost satisfying, of revenge against a day that's already over and lost. Tonight, we're going to talk about exactly that. About that hour of the night when you're exhausted, you want to sleep, you know you'll regret it tomorrow, and you still choose to burn 40 more minutes of your life. Not because it's smart, but because, for a few minutes, it's the only hour of the day when nobody tells you what to do. Not even your wellness alarm. It has a name. In English, Revenge Bedtime Procrastination. Because a modern neurosis without an English name doesn't count. It went mainstream with China's 996 work culture. 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 6 days a week. But you don't need to live in Shanghai to know what it feels like to reach the end of the day with the sense that your time was outsourced. The enemy here isn't your boss. It's the feeling that your entire day is an excellent product that you're not allowed to use. Think about your daily script. Alarm, work, meeting, message, notification, social obligation, goal, habit, checklist. Even your free time comes with a job description. Be productive, be healthy, be interesting, be informed. You don't rest, you perform rest. In your head, I deserve one more episode. Today was too much. In practice, you're so tired you don't even have the energy to relax properly. In 1975, Michel Foucault published Discipline and Punish, a book about how modern societies learn to control people without needing bars or guards. The central idea is elegant in its cruelty. You don't need to imprison anyone if you can get people to surveil themselves. The instrument? The organization of time. Entry time, exit time, 45-minute lunch break, meeting at 9 a.m., check-in at 5 p.m. Foucault called this the discipline of bodies. Today, we call it Google Calendar. The irony is that he wrote this in the same year the electronic time clock was patented in the United States. Coincidence or not, it's the kind of detail that makes you look at your notification screen differently. Discipline doesn't need bars. It needs a calendar. Sartre arrived earlier, with a different problem, but a neighboring one. He argued that human freedom is total and permanent. You always have a choice. Always. Including right now. Which sounds reassuring until you realize what comes with it. If you always have a choice, then every time you act as if you don't, every time you say, I have no option, it's the system, it's just how I am, you're technically lying to yourself. He had a name for that. Bad faith. Not weakness, not lack of willpower, bad faith. The sophisticated art of convincing yourself the cage has no door, when you installed the lock yourself. Foucault and Sartre never got along, by the way. They disagreed on almost everything. But in both systems, the practical result is the same. At 2:41 a.m., phone in hand, you are simultaneously a product of the historical discipline of modern capitalism and someone who freely chose to open one more video. Both are right, which makes the situation simultaneously more understandable and more irritating. Your entire day is managed down to the last inch. But at night, when everyone's asleep, the emails have stopped, the work group chat has gone quiet, that window becomes something different. Not a gray area, a loophole in the contract. The only unaudited hour. No boss, no metric, no make better use of your time. Just you, the couch, and an algorithm that learned exactly what keeps you awake. Foucault and Sartre had already seen half of this problem. They just didn't have TikTok. If they had, they'd probably have written an entire chapter about you watching someone organize their fridge at 3 a.m. and feeling like you're finally doing something on your own terms. You steal sleep to steal autonomy. I'm in charge now. Except the price is paid tomorrow, with interest. And the one paying is tomorrow's you, not tonight's you. Tonight's you feels brilliant. The only thing actually growing is your energy debt, not your freedom. You know this internal dialogue by heart. Tomorrow I'll make up for it. Tomorrow I'll sleep early. Tomorrow arrives and you're a functional zombie. And at night, guess what? You feel so drained that the only way to prove you still have some control is to repeat the ritual. It's like paying off a credit card debt with another credit card. Works tonight, grows the balance. You're not just postponing bedtime. You're postponing the moment you have to admit that you spent the entire day obeying. Sleep becomes the last frontier, not colonized by do more. So of course, you strike there. The point isn't that this is bad for you. You already know it's bad. Your mirror knows. Your mood knows. Your morning coffee knows. The point is that it's too efficient at keeping you exactly where you are. Stealing half an hour of sleep isn't about rest. It's about feeling for half an hour that the day is finally yours. And it works. It works too well. It works so well that you stay tired enough to need this revenge again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. And the detail revenge never announces, the hangover isn't guilt. It's not that voice in your head saying, "I told you so." It's just the alarm at 6:47 a.m. sounding like a personal insult. It's you hitting snooze for the third time, not because you want more sleep, but because getting up means the day belongs to the system again. And you're not ready to surrender yet. So the stubbornness that kept you awake at 2:41 a.m. shows up again at 7 in the morning. Only now it's working against you on 2 shifts. You're not just destroying your own sleep. You're paying in quiet nightly installments for the illusion that you still have control over your own life, without ever having to face the question that actually frightens you. What if I don't want to live a day I need to take revenge on at night? You're doing this right now, in fact. Watching this video, tired, probably later than you should, trying to turn one more waking minute into some kind of meaning. Which, let's be honest, is exactly what the trap looks like from the inside. You're not delaying sleep. You're delaying the moment you have to admit that your day isn't yours. This autonomy you feel at midnight isn't freedom. It's the shadow of freedom. The sensation of control without the exercise of it. It's like a window painted on a wall. It looks like it lets in light, it lets in nothing. You're not ruining your sleep schedule. You're using your own exhaustion as an argument. See? I'm so wrecked it's obvious nothing big can change. The most I can do is steal a few minutes here at the edges. It's a fight for control that, in practice, leaves you less and less capable of controlling anything. Sartre had a name for this. Not lack of willpower, not weakness. Bad faith. The act of convincing yourself you have no choice when in fact you do. Except bad faith at 2:41 a.m. comes with Wi-Fi, a personalized algorithm, and an interface designed by engineers who studied exactly how to keep you there. You've read about this. You've probably watched a video about this. You know the name of the mechanism, where it comes from, what it's costing you. And tomorrow, you'll do it again. That's the modern neurosis with a PhD. Explained by a dead philosopher. Repeated by personal choice. Next time, it's 2:41 a.m. Phone almost slipping from your hand, one more video starting, the voice in your head saying, just this one. You can do exactly what you've always done. Nobody's coming to your house to stop you, least of all me. The only thing that's changed is that now you know what you're trading. It's not sleep. It's the silent confession that somewhere in the middle of the day, you lost the feeling that your time belongs to you. And you're trying to reclaim at 2:41 a.m. what you couldn't reclaim at 2:41 p.m. It's 2:41 a.m. The phone is still in your hand. But now you're looking at it differently. You see what you're doing, which doesn't necessarily mean you'll stop, because there's a cost we haven't calculated yet. Not tomorrow's exhaustion, not the lost productivity. It's what happens when you spend days, weeks, months draining everything at the edges of the night, and you arrive at a moment that actually matters. Think of a simple situation. Someone asks you, "Are you okay?" Not on autopilot, not in the hallway, for real, looking at you. And you answer, "I'm fine, I'm great," before you even process the question. Not out of dishonesty, not out of coldness. It's just that the tank was empty and you hadn't even noticed. That moment, when the right emotion simply doesn't show up at the right time, has its own mechanism. Different from this one, but built from the same material. That's the next episode. See you there.